Good day everyone. Today we're going to discuss about theorems on central angles, arcs, and chords. So for our first theorem, we have in a circle or in congruent circles, two minor arcs are congruent if and only their corresponding central angles are congruent. Okay, so here an example below. So we have circle E. So we have circle E with an angle SET which is congruent to angle NEO. So as we can see, these two angles are central angles, and therefore based from the figure below, they have 50 degrees. So therefore they are congruent, and the minor arcs that they intercept are also congruent. So in angle SET, it intercepts arc ST. Ito, arc ST. While central angle NEO intercepts arc NO. So since these two central angles are congruent, hence arc ST is congruent to arc NO. So if circle E is congruent to circle I, and angle SET is congruent to angle NEO, and angle NEO is congruent to angle BIG. So therefore, arc ST is congruent to arc NO and also congruent to arc BG. Okay, so that's it. So that's how we illustrate the theorem number 1, that in a circle or in congruent circles, two minor arcs are congruent if and only if their corresponding central angles are congruent. So now, let us proceed with the proof of the theorem. So the proof has two parts. And here we start with part 1. So here in this example, given are two congruent circles and a central angle from each circle which are congruent. The two-column proof below shows that their corresponding intercepted arcs are congruent. Now, so from the given example, we have circle E. Circle E is congruent to circle I. And it is also given that angle SET is congruent to angle BIG. So here, angle SET and angle BIG are congruent. And circle I and circle E are also congruent. Now, we're going to prove if arc ST here, if arc ST and arc BG are congruent. Okay, so let us start. So first, you have to write the given. So which is circle E is congruent to circle I. And also, angle SET is congruent to angle BIG. So the reason behind this, it is given. So it is given in the problem. Now let's proceed with statement number 2. So in circle E, measure angle SET is equal to measure arc ST. And in circle I, measure angle BIG is equal to measure arc BG. So here in this figure, so in circle E daw, in circle A dito, yung angle SET ay equal lang sa arc ST dito. While sa kabila, yung circle I, yung angle BIG ay equal lang daw ng angle ng arc BG. So, how can we reason out this? So, it is simple. It is already discussed that the degree measure, diba? The degree measure of minor arc is the measure of the central angle which intercepts the arc. So, kung ano yung angle ng central angle, then yun din ang measure ng angle sa intercepted arc. Diba? So, that is the reason. So, the degree measure of a minor arc is the measure of the central angle. The central angle which intercepts the arc. Okay, so let us proceed with the next statement. Okay, so again, let me repeat. So that is the reason behind it. Now in statement 3, so we have measure angle SET is equal to measure angle BIG. Now, so what is the reason behind it? So the reason behind it is from statement number 1, which is the definition of congruent angles. Diba? So here, the angle SAT is congruent to angle BIG. So therefore, if there is a certain measure there, so if the measure of angle SAT is also the measure of angle BIG. So that is the reason behind it. The next, number 4, measure arc ST is equal to measure arc BG. Now, what is the reason behind it? So the reason it is from the reason are from 2. So statements 2 and 3, which is through substitution. So we just substitute the statement 2 and statement 3 because it is stated that uh, in in statement 2 na kung ano yung angle ng central angle, yun din ang measure angle ng intercepted arc. Then sa statement 3, it is defined that congruent central angles are congruent angles. So therefore, if the central angles of the two circles are congruent, therefore their the measure of their intercepted arc are also congruent. And that is the reason it is done through substitution. Okay, so did you follow? Now, lastly, so we have arc ST is congruent to arc BG. So the reason behind it is from statement 4, which is the definition of congruent arcs. Congruent arcs. Okay, so we're done with part 1 of the theorem. So now let's proceed to part 2. So here in part 2, we have given here. So circle E is congruent to circle I, and arc ST is congruent to arc BG. Now, let us prove if angle SET is congruent to angle BIG. So, meaning to say, yung sa number 1 ay binaliktad lang dito sa part 2. Diba? Sa part 1, sinasabi doon na kung ang circle E at circle I ay congruent at ang angle SET is congruent to BIJ, so ipoprove natin kung congruent ba din yung arc ST and BG doon sa part 1. Now, dito sa part 2 ay binaliktad na. Kung yung arc ST is congruent sa arc BG, so let us prove kung yung angle SET at angle BIG are congruent. Okay, so let us start. So here, let us start to write the statement of circle E is congruent to circle I. Then arc ST is congruent to arc BG. So the reason behind it is given. It is given. Number 2. In circle E, measure arc ST is equal to measure angle SET. While in circle I, measure arc BG is equal to measure angle BIG. Now, what is the reason behind it? So it is the same principle or theorem that we use, that the degree measure of the minor arc, kung ano yung degree measure ng minor arc, yun din ang measure ng central angle. So, diba? So, they're just the same. So, the degree measure of a minor arc is the measure of the central angle. Which intercepts the arc. Okay, so that's it. So let's proceed with statement 3. So statement 3 is measure arc ST is equal to measure arc BG. Now, the reason behind it is from definition 1, which is under the idea or theorem of congruent arcs. Okay, so congruent arcs. So that is from the given. Diba? Arc ST is congruent to arc BG. So kung may measure na, so magkapareha lang sila. Kung merong value na ng angle, so magkapareha lang silang dalawa. So that is how we describe the statement. Now let's proceed with number 4. So if measure angle SET, so it is equal to measure angle BIG. So the reason behind it is from the statements of 2 and 3 through the process of substitution. So atin lang sinubstitute yung statement 2 and statement 3. So diba yung statement 2 ay yung theorem tungkol sa pagkapareha ng angle ng central angle at ng intercepted arc. Then dito sa statement number 3, sinasabi dito yung definition ng congruent arc. So therefore, kung magkapareha kung congruent yung mga intercepted arc, therefore yung mga central angles na nag-e-intercept sa mga arcs ay magkapareho din or congruent din. So that is the how we describe statement number 4. And lastly, So angle SET is congruent to angle BIG. So the reason behind it is from statement 4. So this is the definition of congruent angles. Okay, so that's it. So if we're going to combine the proof of part 1 and here in part 2, so therefore the theorem is proven if we combine the part 1 and part 2. Okay, so I hope you learned something from this first theorem about central angles, arcs, and chords. So now let's proceed with the second theorem. So the second theorem states that in a circle or in congruent circles, two minor arcs are congruent if and only their corresponding chords are congruent. Okay, so let us take this example. So now in circle T on the right, we have chord BA or line segment BA is congruent to line segment CH. Why? It is because or since the two chords are congruent. Two chords are congruent. Then, so if the two chords are congruent, the chord BA and chord CH, then arc BA, so ito, so yung arc BA ay congruent din sa arc CH. So kung yung arc BA ay congruent din sa arc CH dito. So now if we try to discuss further, so if circle T is congruent to circle N and chord BA is congruent to chord CH, which is also congruent to chord OE, then arc BA, which is congruent to arc CH, is also congruent to arc OE. So now, given this hypothesis, so let us try to prove the theorem. And again, the theorem has two parts in order to prove it. So here in given, we have circle T is congruent to circle N, and furthermore, it gives that chord AB is congruent to chord OE. Now let us prove if arc AB is congruent to arc OE. So here, so kung sinasabi dito sa given na yung chord AB at chord OE ay congruent, so ipoprove natin kung yung arc AB at arc OA ay congruent. So now let's proceed with a statement and reason to prove the theorem. So we have circle T is congruent to circle N. And here chord AB is congruent to chord OE. So the reason behind it is given. Now let's proceed with number 2. So here now here if we try to connect point A and point T, and point T and B here, and in circle A, if we try to connect point NO, N and O, and point N and E, so with that it creates two radii. Now in second statement, we can say that line segment TA is congruent to line segment TB, which is also congruent to to line segment NO, and also congruent to arc NE. So now what is the reason behind it? So the reason behind it is the radii of the same circle or of congruent circles are congruent, diba? It is discussed in the previous lesson that the radii of the same circle or congruent circle are congruent. So magkapareha lang. Kung magkapareha yung mga circle, meaning to say, magkapareha rin yung mga radii sa dalawang circle. Okay, so that is the reason behind it. Now let's proceed with the statement 3. So here we have triangle ATB is congruent to triangle ONE. So the reason behind it is the SSS postulate. So this SSS postulate is anchored with your knowledge in grade 9. It's the side postulate of the triangle. If all the sides are congruent, then that triangle is also congruent with the other triangles, which is all sides of that circle of that triangle is equal. So that is what we call the SSS postulate, the side postulate of the triangle. If all sides of the triangle are congruent or are equal, so then the other triangle is the other triangle ay magkapareha din. So yan yung reason behind it. So now let's proceed with statement number 4. So here, if we say angle ATB is congruent to angle ONE, so what is the reason behind it? So the reason behind it is corresponding parts of the congruent triangles are congruent. So that is the CPCTC theorem, na kung yung mga corresponding parts sa isang congruent triangle ay congruent din. Diba? So it is discussed here in previous statement that the two triangles, triangle ATB and triangle ONE, are congruent. Then angle ATB is a part of triangle ATB. So therefore, it is also the part of triangle ONE, which is angle ONE. So they are congruent. So the angle ATB and angle ONE are congruent. Okay, next. So therefore, angle AB, arc AB is congruent to arc OE. Now, so what is the reason behind it? So from the previous theorem that says that in a circle or in congruent circle, two minor arcs are congruent if only their corresponding central angles are congruent. So that is the reason behind it. So refer to theorem number 1. Na kung magkapareho yung mga central angles, therefore yung mga intercepted arc nito ay magkapareha. So saan natin makikita na yung mga central angles ay magkapareha? So it is stated in the previous statement that angle ATB and angle ONE are congruent. Diba? Angle ATB is a central angle of circle T, while angle ONE is a central angle of circle N. So with that explanation, you can say that the intercepted arc, diba? The intercepted arc of angle ATB is angle AB, arc AB, while the intercepted arc of angle ONE, diba, is arc OE. Diba? So since angle ONE and angle ATB are congruent, therefore their intercepted arcs are also congruent, because that is from theorem number 1. Okay, so did you understand? Did you understood? Okay, so let's proceed with the next part, part 2. So we have circle T is congruent to circle N, and arc AB is congruent to arc OE. Now let's prove if chord AB and chord OE are congruent. So let us give the first statement. So the first statement is circle T is congruent to circle N, and arc AB is congruent to arc OE. Now what is the reason behind it? So it is simply a given. So given lang siya, 'di ba? Dito. So yan yung mga unang step para mag-prove tayo na isang theorem. Ating ilagay kung ano yung given. Dahil yan yung basihan. Now let's proceed with the second statement. So measure arc AB is equal to measure arc OE. So the reason behind this is the definition of congruent arcs. Diba? Congruent arcs sila dahil sa given na arc AB is congruent to arc OE. Okay, let's proceed with the next statement. So it says that angle BTA and angle ONE are central angles. Diba? So if we're going to connect the points here, BTA, then O, N, and E. So diba? So angle BTA and angle ONE are central angles. Diba? So the reason behind this is definition of central angles. Bakit tinawag silang mga central angles? Dahil, 'di ba, yung central angles ay dapat consist ito ng dalawang radii ng circle at yung common vertex nila ay yung center ng circle, 'di ba? So that is the definition of central angle. Next, let's proceed with measure angle BTA is equal to measure arc BA. Then measure arc ONE is equal to measure arc OE. So the reason behind this is, again, kung ano yung measure ng minor arc ay yun din ang measure ng central angle which intercepts the arc. So diba, paulit-ulit lang ito na reason. So the degree measure of a minor arc is the measure is the measure of his central angle. Which intersects the arc. Okay, let's proceed with the next statement. So therefore, measure angle BTA is equal to measure angle ONE. So what is the reason behind this? So the reasons are coming from statement 2 and statement 4, and this is done by substitution. Diba? Substitution lang dahil yung statement 2 sinasabi na yung arc AB and arc OE are congruent because of the definition of congruent arcs. Then yung statement 4 is kung ano yung measure ng intercepted arc, yun din ang measure ng central angle. Diba? So therefore, kung magkapareha yung mga intercepted arc ng angle, therefore, yung mga central angles na nag-intercept nito ay magkapareha din. So that is why measure angle BTA is equal to measure angle ONE. Next statement. So line segment TA is congruent to line segment TB, which is congruent to line segment NO, and also congruent to line segment NE. So what is the reason behind this? So ang radii of the same circle or of congruent circles are congruent. Okay, so kung magkapareha yung mga circle, therefore yung mga radii nila ay magkapareha din. So that is why they are just corresponding, or they are congruent from each other. Here in our next statement, we have triangle ATB is congruent to triangle ONE. So yung reasons behind this is SES postulate. So side, angle, side. Postulate ng triangle. Then in the last statement, we have line segment AB is congruent to line segment OE, and that is based on the reason or theorem of corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. So that is C, PC, TC. So yan ang mga reasons behind those statements. At kung ating i-combine yung parts 1 and 2, so the theorem is now proven. Na sinasabi doon sa theorem na kung ang circle or incongruent circles, two minor arcs are congruent if and only if their corresponding chords are congruent. Okay, let's proceed with the last theorem. And it says, in a circle, a diameter bisects a chord and an arc with the same endpoints if and only if it is perpendicular to the chord. So here, we have in circle U, as seen on the right, we have line segment ES, which is a diameter, diba? Diameter of circle U. And line segment GN is, line segment GN ay isang chord ng circle U. Now, if line segment ES is perpendicular to line segment GN, then line segment GI is congruent to line segment IN. And line segment GE, arc GE is congruent to arc EN. Okay, so that's how we explain the theorem number 3. So kung perpendicular yung isang diameter at isang chord sa circle, therefore yung mga line segment nito at mga arcs ay congruent, diba? So yung line segment GI ay kaparehas din ng line segment IN, while yung arc GE is also congruent to arc EN, diba? Pareha lang sila. Okay, so that's it.